Yo, it's Taya. So we've gone through some of the basics, and today I want to show you how you can start making money online through Fiverr.com. Let's get into it. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Taya, and for those of you who are new here, this channel is all about travel, tech and self-development. So if that tickles your feathers, make sure you hit that subscribe button because I've got a ton of valuable information to share with you. So first off, as always, before getting started, I want to say thanks a lot to all of you who took the survey form from last episode and are willing to get involved in this project. It's amazing to see the skill sets we've got, and I'm really excited to start pulling this all together and start doing something pretty amazing with all you guys. If you haven't signed up already and taken the survey, make sure you check it down below in the link and join the crew because we've got some amazing stuff that we can all do together. Alright, so let's get started. What is Fiverr.com? Essentially, Fiverr is a marketplace where anyone can market any gig that they wish to do. In the same way, one could always head over there to find any gig that they'd be interested in doing. It is a really popular place for getting graphic design, websites, video creation, logos, animations. Actually, you think of it and you can find it over on Fiverr. The beauty about Fiverr is that it starts off at a minimum of $5 per gig, and of course it can increase depending on the skill and the reviews that you have. So what I want to share with you is how you can set it up and start offering skills over here on this platform. I myself have been on Fiverr for the last 3 years and I've made a ton of money on it, and it's also led to some amazing opportunities in terms of the people it has connected me with. So I hope this comes of value to you, and what I would suggest is that you just take action along the lines rather than just listen to this and not do anything about it, because that's what I did the first time I heard about Fiverr, and I only got into it 6 months later and I kept wondering why I didn't do it before. So step one is signing up, and this is pretty straightforward. It's like signing up for any other account. I would greatly appreciate if you sign up from the link down below, as it will definitely help this channel going forward. The only thing that you need to keep in mind while signing up is that your username for this profile cannot be changed later on. So my recommendation is that you think of a username that can be marketable, because at the end of the day, a viewer, a potential buyer, is going to see your title of the gig and then your name. So every bit of real estate matters, and rather than just putting your name, maybe think about what you want your profile to be about, and you can kind of create a name that is somewhat general to the services that you plan on offering. This is the only thing you need to keep mind of, because once you create it, you can't change it, and once you start building those reviews, there's no way of doing it. So that stays permanent. So I highly suggest that you think a bit along those lines, have a look through what others have named their profiles and what you'd like to go with, and yeah, just go ahead, sign up, easy. Alright, step 2 is the look and feel of your profile. So like any business, the way you showcase your profile is going to greatly affect the amount of work that you get. What I would recommend for this step is that you look at a minimum of 10 other sellers offering similar gigs to what you are hoping to offer. Have a look through their names, their reviews, their bio, which is very important, and make note of the main things they talk about. At the end of the day, it's all about convincing the customer to purchase that gig with you. Most often you're going to be competing against hundreds of other people all around the world at different price points. So you really get to differentiate yourself through this page. And if you are already an established professional in your field, what I would recommend is that you list down some of the services you've done, some of the big projects you've handled, and kind of create that sense of trust and confidence in the buyer's mind. Alright, step 3 is creating your gig. This is the tricky part, and this can take some time, so I advise you to have some patience in this step and just keep working on it until you find the right one. Essentially, what you'd want to do first is identify your skill sets, the core skills that you would like to work on and that you feel you can offer online. For me, it's web design, video editing, and a bunch of other services actually that I just picked up to offer. But what is important here is to have a look through those specific niches. So for instance, if you are planning to offer 3D renderings as an architect, let's say, what you'd want to do is type it out there and see what other gigs are available, what price points they're at, and also look through the reviews. Now, once you type in the title and you find the gigs that are currently available for that specific search term, you'd want to look at the price point they're selling it at, as well as the number of reviews they have and whether they are all 5-star reviews. A good indicator here is if you find a specific search term that does not have the entire first page filled with 5-star reviews and at least 10 of them on that first page, then that is potentially a good place for you to tap into, because you'll be able to get your gig listed on the first page immediately. The important thing here is to be able to compete in a search term that you can immediately come up to on the first page and set up the gig in a way that it catches the eye of the potential buyer. Step 4. So once you're done creating the gig, the most important thing is to make sure it is attractive and it communicates exactly what the buyer is looking for. So this is primarily done through your main video showcasing your services, and trust me, you need a video here. I used my first time creating a gig, I actually hired another person on Fiverr to create the video for me, and then I also had a bunch of guest reviews and testimonials as pictures later on. This kind of helps maximize your real estate on your gig and build that confidence with your customers. If you already have reviews or existing work that you can show in your portfolio, make sure you put all of that down there. The more professional you look, the better it is. The way you type out the description to your gig matters a huge deal, and you'd want to pay attention to what the best guys in your niche are doing and replicate those. Don't copy it directly, but replicate the structures and understand what works, and then feed it in with your information to communicate it easier to your potential buyer. Next up are the reviews. So as you get started, the hardest thing to do is to collect those reviews, and trust me, more than just earning the $5 to $10, the important thing are the reviews, because once you have 100 reviews, you can then start increasing your price. Not even 100, you can actually start increasing it every 10 reviews. That is what I used to do, but getting those reviews is the most important thing. And the best way to go about this is, if you are already doing paid work or even pro bono work for friends, family, make sure you get them to go leave you a review on Fiverr. It's only $5 that they need to spend for whatever it is, but this is going to be super important for you. Also, try your best to get reviews from different parts of the world, because this is then going to start showing your gig to people from all around the world. Once you've got your gig set up with your video and your entire portfolio in there, details, pricing, all set in, the next thing you want to do is go out there onto your own social channels and start promoting your service. Rather than just your own social media, also look to specific social networks that the ideal target that you're looking to is on. So for instance, if you're on LinkedIn, maybe as a graphics designer, you could look at certain graphics design pages and offer your services over there. Same thing with Facebook groups or Instagram groups. Just make sure you start pushing this out to a bunch of people to let them know that there is such a service and that you are offering it at a discount on this particular platform, to kind of encourage people to come purchase from there and leave good reviews for you. It goes without saying, you need to do your best work here to build great reviews. The reviews you make will make or break your Fiverr gig. So it is highly recommended that you take as much time as possible to ensure that every single customer of yours is extremely happy with your service. That is going to bring you tenfold of customers, and that is the most important thing here. Alright, step 5. The most important thing is the response time hereafter. So every time you get an inquiry, make sure you respond to it immediately. Remember, forget the value of what you're offering the service for initially and just focus on building the reviews. The reviews will make all the difference. So the important thing here is to stay consistent. Do not forget about your Fiverr page and look into it 1 month later and then try to respond. That's going to bring your rating down. So make sure you install the Fiverr app on your phone and are ready to respond to inquiries as and when they come. Honestly, for me, the most exciting thing was to see a notification from Fiverr saying there was a potential buyer with an inquiry. I would go just all out to make sure I somehow got it. If they inquired, I would even reduce my price and find different ways of offering more services just to make sure that they purchased the gig through me and gave me that review. And that really helped me get going. Last and most importantly is pricing and how you get paid. So in my opinion, when you start on Fiverr, you need to be ready to work at rock bottom, because it is a global platform and there are tons of people working from other developing nations all around the world and offering similar services. You need to be able to start low and build those reviews, and it is only once you build the reviews that you are able to start pricing yourself at a premium. How do you get paid? So I am pleased to inform that both Fiverr and Payoneer are probably the least most racial platforms on the planet. And yeah, I said that because, as you might have realized, for people like us who are living in Sri Lanka or developing nations, it is super hard to get money online. That is primarily because lots of these services don't support these countries, or they don't allow transactions with these countries. Thankfully, Payoneer is its own fintech company which offers financial services similar to PayPal. However, the great thing is that even if you're in a country such as Sri Lanka, you can get a Payoneer card. It is a MasterCard. You can withdraw money straight off it. Your money goes into this Payoneer account in USD. You could even transfer it to your bank account. So the great thing is that Fiverr will keep your funds there and you can always withdraw it as and when you want to. The fees are a bit hefty, but again, for me, when I looked at it at the start, the pros were that I was able to make money online, and I wouldn't mind paying even 20% commission just to get started. And trust me, again, it really doesn't matter what commission you're paying. You're able to work independently and online, and you're able to build your own base. Alright, and that is it. If you made it all this way, great on you. All you need to do is just put in that hard work. I would recommend just keep at it for at least 6 months, at least minimum, and just keep pushing your service, offering it, create awareness around it. You know, every bit of awareness you create is going to increase your chance of selling a gig. Keep building on those reviews, and trust me, within 6 months you're going to see amazing progress on this platform. And for someone who started on Fiverr, I can tell you that the opportunities I received as a result of offering my services on Fiverr were just mind-blowing. But even if you are working on your 9 to 5, I highly recommend that you do this, because all you're doing is offering a service that you are probably doing daily online, and the fact that you are getting paid a small amount for it is a tiny price to pay to be able to build something much bigger for you later on. The last piece of advice I can give you is to just act on it. Just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit that link, go sign up, search on the gigs that you feel you could offer. Just start on that process and get your mind thinking about things that you could offer online. That is going to make all the difference in future. But do a bit more research. Have a look at how people are making money on Fiverr. The whole point of this video is to enlighten you on this platform and show you that it can be done, and that even someone in a developing nation such as Sri Lanka is able to benefit and work greatly on this platform. So I would encourage you guys to check it out. If you'd like to get involved and would like to kind of fast track this process, we've got an amazing set of skills with us now within the group, so we might be able to help each other to build our profiles and our reviews and all of that. So make sure you head into that survey, fill your form out, and get in touch, because I'll be sharing a few more in-depth details with you guys over there. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found some value of it. As you can imagine, there are a number of platforms like this that you can make money online on, and I plan on showing you guys how it works and what you need to know to get started on them. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. Drop a comment and let me know what you think. And as always, really appreciate all the support you guys I am super excited to work with all of you on this, and I have a great feeling about how this is going to turn out. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace, and most importantly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take action.